Most people play the Jean Bart incorrectly, in my opinion. Hello, I am Xarkun, and this is World of Warships Legends. Today I've got a game for you in the Jean Bart, and the things we talk about in this game apply really not only to this ship, which is no longer available to obtain, and who knows if it will ever be available to obtain again. My guesstimate is probably not, but what we talk about should also apply to the Richelieu, Jean Bart's sister ship, which is available for free at the pinnacle of the French battleship tech tree. It's the Tier 7 battleship, and it basically is a Jean Bart. The only difference is it does not have the reload booster consumable. Now in this game, we're going to be pushing forward in the Jean Bart. Note, though, that our concealment is 13.4 kilometers. Interesting, because isn't the concealment on the Jean Bart quite a bit higher? Well, yes, but on my Azerlane Dunkirk commander, I've put rank 15 Legendary 1 Swirsky and rank 15 Legendary 2 Kondo as inspirations for concealment. I'm not really going to talk about that in this game particularly much, but in an upcoming video with the USS Florida, I will talk about the concealment inspirations because I also put them on William Sims in order to test something out. And I think the results that I've obtained are convincing me that this might be a way to go. But we'll talk about that in a future video as far as concealment on battleships without the concealment mod, you know. For this video, we're going to talk about our positioning in the Jean Bart. Now, we've pushed up quite a bit, and we're going to make use of this island right here. We can see that to the left of the screen, there's some enemy ships out that way, including an enemy Georgia. We don't want to be giving them broadside, so we kind of want to tuck ourselves in here behind this island. That's going to do a number of things. It's going to allow us to focus on the enemy Georgia out there and keep us safe from the Georgia out to the left. It's also going to prevent that Cleveland over there 10 kilometers away from continuing to fire at me with the high explosive. And high explosive is very dangerous to French battleships, Jean Bart included, because of their armor scheme. 32 millimeters of armor everywhere. What does that mean? Well, presumably that Cleveland is running the equilibrium of power skill, right? And with that equilibrium of power skill, his high explosive shells can penetrate and do damage to every single part of this ship, except for the turrets and I think the belt armor around the citadel. If the HE shells hit the turrets or that belt armor, they'll just shatter. Anywhere else, superstructure, bow, armor, deck armor, they will penetrate and do damage. So, best thing we can do to protect ourselves from that is A, either kill the Cleveland. That's not possible to us right now. Or B, use islands to block the Cleveland's shells from hitting us. The Cleveland can use islands to protect himself from us, while we in turn can use islands to protect ourselves from him. Something you want to think about in battleships, particularly the Jean Bart, which is very good at using island cover to create, I guess, sort of a lane of fire where it can focus on one ship at one time and just pick away at it with its excellent guns. The Georgia there is behind the island. We can't shoot at him, but we pushed out a little bit too far, and now, as you can see, the Cleveland can shoot at us. But luckily, he's spotted. He's lit us on fire twice. We're going to have to put that out, but we do want him to stop, so we send a salvo his way to, you know, just give him a little taste of what punishment we can inflict on him if he wants to continue occupying that position and harassing us. The Georgia goes down. There's an Akatsuki in front of us. This Akatsuki is the only thing preventing us from pushing out right now, and we're going to have to take care of that. I'm going to try to shoot at the Cleveland one more time before we chamber the high explosive shells. Akatsuki is spotted. I think it may be because of the friendly aircraft carriers' planes over there. You can see torpedo bombers coming in. Looks like only one plane is left in that squadron. But as long as it keeps the Akatsuki spotted for long enough for me to kill him, then that's good. The HE is almost loaded. He's almost out of our shooting range, but we send the salvo his way, and we get a dev strike. The Akatsuki is down. Now we can push forward. And once again, the islands to our left are keeping us safe from any of the ships over on that side of the map. They really can't shoot at us. I mean, they might be able to, but earlier where we were at, sort of on the side of this island, they had no access to our broadside whatsoever. We're keeping note of them on that side of the map. We are aware that they're there, and we do want to glance over at them periodically just to see if they have a shot on us or to see if any incoming AP shells, are on their way. In any case, with that Akatsuki dead, we can now push out and we can go after this Cleveland and punish him. I think he's done the lion's share of damage that I've taken so far in this ship, aside from the 2 torpedoes that hit my hull, courtesy of the enemy aircraft carrier, who does deserve a little bit of comeuppance and will get it at the end of this battle. But keeping an eye on the map, we notice the Georgia is sailing out broadside to us, so we take a shot at him. Now we are broadside to him, but with our concealment, actually no, he's within our concealment range, so that is irrelevant at this point. Forget I said anything. Georgia's not paying attention to us though at all. He's turning to fight with our Odin. So one last parting shot on him with some terrible shotgun dispersion, 3 ricochets, not great. Cleveland though, he's still in front of us somewhere. Edinburgh, giving broadside, reversing. Alright, well, we'll take this shot. Those Royal Navy cruisers do tend to explode, and that dispersion looks disgusting. Let's see what the results are. Yep, that Edinburgh is lucky to be alive. If only one of those 4 overpens had been a regular penetration, he would be dead. Cleveland, though, still somewhere around there, and a Fletcher out in the distance, something we have to take note of in our battleship. But basically, this is what you want to do with the Jean Bart. You don't want to be reversing back to the end of the map, looking through your scopes and sniping at everything. This ship is such a difficult thing to deal with when it can push in and get on your flank like this. It is so powerful. People say it's overpowered, but honestly, if this Cleveland were able to maintain a good position and he had good support from his team, he could melt me really, really easily. There's not much the Jean Bart can do against Cleveland high explosive. You can see it's just penetrating pretty much everything. I think this guy's running EOP anyway. He sure seems to be getting a lot of damage, and you can see just how quickly we lose hit points from this kind of treatment. The Jean Bart has some hard counters with high explosive from cruisers and also from battleships. And of course its turrets can be deleted, like we deleted that Edinburgh over there. There's our 2nd kill of the game, and we're up to 94,000 damage. Always keeping these islands between us and this Cleveland to, limit our exposure to enemy fire. And this Cleveland is really going for it. He's really trying. I know the guy. He watches the channel. And so does that poor Georgia that was out there near the Alpha Cap earlier in the game. I think that guy, Ocean Breezer, is his name. He's got a little YouTube channel of his own. I think he was streaming at the time. And I just happened to get into a game with this Jean Bart and basically wreck the entire enemy team. And I know it doesn't really look like we're wrecking the entire enemy team at this point. We're pretty even on ships. The enemy's actually ahead of us on points. But the jig is up for this Cleveland. There's no getting away now. He's within 6 kilometers of me, and there is nothing he can do against this AP except hope it doesn't find his citadel. And it doesn't find it, at least the first time around, but if he thinks he should turn broadside like this and give me this kind of angle, I mean, what choice does he have? He has to try to get away, right? And he's firing at the cruiser now. Maybe he thinks he can kill him before he can kill me. But nope, he's going to die before he can do anything else. There's our 3rd kill of the game, the high caliber medal. And that just leaves the Fletcher, the ZARA, and the enemy aircraft carrier. Note that my hit point situation is pretty low now. I've got roughly 1/3 of my hit points left. And this late into the game, when there are only 3 enemy ships left, well, that's kind of what you want to see in your battleship. Those hit points aren't just there to remain in pristine condition till the end of the game while you're sitting at the back of the map sniping at things. No, you got to use those hit points. They're kind of like a currency with which you buy... What the heck? Did the Shokaku just detonate that Fletcher? That's something I missed. Well, that Fletcher's dead because the Shokaku detonated him. Poor guy. ZARA might be dead too right now. What was I saying, though? Yeah, you want to spend your hit points. You want to be shot at. You're a battleship, you know? You got the hit points to take that kind of damage, to tank it, as they say. This ZARA is a little bit squirrely. He's maneuvering quite a bit, but there's a nice chunk off of him. Once he goes down, it's just the enemy parceval. Anyway, I keep getting away from myself as I'm calling out these shots here. You want to not have full health at the end of the game. If you've been shot at, it probably means you've done your job as a battleship. And ZARA gets away with it one more time. It looks like he's going to beach himself on an island, though. And at this point, the enemy team really doesn't have a snowball's chance in the underworld of winning this game. This ZARA is certainly not going to take me out. The August Parceval out there, he might be able to effectuate this game, but he probably doesn't have enough time left. There goes the ZARA. It's our 4th kill of the game. And now we're going for the Kraken, actually. 4 minutes left to go. We've got plenty of time to kill this Parceval. We just need to spot him. Now, he's a little too far away from us, but there he is, spotted by somebody, I guess our destroyer teammate over there, who is undoubtedly sailing up to the Parceval in order to launch his torpedoes and get the kill. But we get a nice juicy chunk on his broadside there. We net the Confederate medal to go with our high caliber and devastating strike. And we're closing the distance with the Parceval. Since he is an aircraft carrier, the only damage he can really do to us is from the sky, which can be unpleasant if any of those AP bombs find our citadel. But no need to angle against him or worry about him shooting us with any guns that are actually on his ship, unless we get within 4.5 kilometers of his secondaries, which admittedly might be kind of fun. But here's the destroyer and some other ship opening fire on this guy, removing more of his hit points. We're hoping that this will be the killing blow. Not quite. 5 full penetrations, actually, but not quite enough to take him out. So hopefully the next salvo will do the trick, unless those torpedoes find their way home first, which they very well might, and I think we're going to be denied the Kraken here at the very end by that torpedo. Unfortunate. Nevertheless, pretty good game in the Jean Bart, with some good positioning and some good rewards for the positions that we were able to take. As you can see, this thing is still a menace, still a very, very powerful ship, 3,500 XP. Yeah, that's a pretty nice game. Hope you enjoyed it. If so, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.